guys, welcome to Testing Academy. My name is Pramod, and in this video I'm gonna target a very important question, which is I am hired as an automation tester but right now doing a manual testing job. So what should I do? This is really important. I'm gonna talk about couple of points like what my thoughts on this, what you should do, what will be your plan of action, and how you can change your mindset, as well as couple of final thoughts on this. All right, so let's get started. Awesome. First of all, my thoughts on this. I'm going to talk about this. It's a very common scenario, especially in Asian market like India and especially Bangladesh and Pakistan, that I have seen. Like I have a couple of students who are basically hired as an automation tester, and right now they are doing just manual testing stuff. And trust me, it's little boring when I have started my career. Right, I have started as a manual tester, and I was doing a really monotonous work continuously, and I was totally fed up. And when I was introduced after like 1 year that there's an automation scripts exist, you can create automation scripts, so you can learn about Python and other Selenium scripts and all, that you can do the automation stuff, then I was very fascinated about it, right? So what you should do now, suppose you are in this situation, and so you have two options. That I am talking about, right? Okay, 1 second. Can I? Yeah. So you have two options now. Yes. Okay. First one is basically continuing the job. You just continue the job, and now this is like a hard option. Of course, it's because you are already doing a manual testing. Now it's really hard for you. You can convince your manager that I have done. So this is my personal thing. I was continuously talking to my manager that I need some automation work. I am very much interested in learning automation. So that's why I got the opportunity to work on it. So you have to convince your manager or whoever is your stakeholder that, okay, I want some automation work. I want to work. So this is actually your mindset first. Show them the skills. You have to show them. You can show them. Basically discuss about the expectation. Basically means you have to tell them. First of all, you have to tell them that I want to do automation work. I'm really bored in this manual testing. You don't have to say that I'm bored, but you can just say that I'm really interested in automation. You have to do some small projects so that you can show them your skills. This is really important. That's what I'm focusing on this. You have to show them your skills, and how you can show them, I'm going to talk about this. You can do small projects, but generally if you see that in manual testing there is no learning. So that's why I think, which is really important, that you should start talking to your manager, try to convince them and show them your skills. And how you can show them, let me give you a very simple example which I have done. So basically when I was in an MNC where I was doing a manual testing at that time, and I think I have already told my manager that I want to do automation at that time. So what I have done is basically there are a couple of tasks in Excel that we have to do. I have created some Excel VB scripts that the task which we were doing for, I think, like, which basically takes like 4 or 5 hours of work. We were able to do that same particular task in like 20 minutes with these scripts, right? So that's again, I had a discussion with the manager. I showed these scripts that I have created to the team. So this is what I have done. I have showed them my skills, and that's how my automation journey gets started, right? Second option is basically leaving the job and search another, which is, I think, I have seen many times, and this totally works, where I've seen couple of folks, even my students, who are basically had a manual testing career in the current job, and they are basically learning automation side by side. Either they are learning through automation videos, they are learning through YouTube videos, they are learning through the any external training. They are taking the training, right? And they are basically preparing their resume plus profile for an automation role, even if they don't have the automation experience, but they have prepared their profile in that. I think it's a really easy option. You can set the expectation to your next company that I want to do automation, and you have to show them the skills, I think, in 1 to 3 months of it. For example, you can help them in creating their automation. You can be part of their automation. You can help them scale their Selenium grid or anything like this that you have done. And that's how you basically show them your skills. Your expectations are clear. Now you will get the automation project. So you have to search the company that, okay, there's an automation going on. You can discuss with their QA lead before joining that company. This is the thing that I have done many times. Even when I was joining Wingify, BrowserStack, I mean, these companies I already know they are doing automation work, and I have specifically set my expectation that I want to do automation only. So that's here works, right? Clear? I think this is what you have to do. Now, what will be your plan of action? Suppose you are in this situation. Prepare and move approach, which I have already told you. You have to set your expectation in the company. Continue and grind. You have to show them a skill. Solve real problems. My example, I think I have discussed, right? So this should be your plan of action. Mindset training is basically mean you need to identify if you are learning or not. For example, there can be a case in manual testing also. You are learning a lot. You are learning concepts, other concepts related to manual testing, like creating the test scripts, right? Designing test scripts. You are becoming a SME of that project. I think that then it is up to you if you want to move automation or if you want to do automation or not, because in that you are also learning, right? In most of the time that I have seen in manual testing, you are not learning a lot. You will trust me, you will lose the knowledge of and as well as experience in automation if you are. I think this is my friend Prakhar. Sorry, I mean he's right now. I mean he's into automation. He was into automation and now basically switched to manual testing role. Not manual testing role. I mean assigned to a manual testing projects, and he's basically losing the knowledge that I have personally experienced. Right. So I mean this is not to just talk about it, but I mean yeah, this is just it, right? Okay, cool. So final thoughts. I think it's your call. Either you have to use this prepare and move approach or continue and grind. Stick to the decision. This is what I have done. You can leave and search another. This is another approach that I have tried, works well. What I have done both of it. I have basically showed the continue. I have basically done this also, which is continue and grind, as well as prepare and move approach. I've tried both, though both of them works, right? So you can do that, and let me know in the comments what do you think about these two approach, and if these this concepts make sense to you, and let me know about your experience. If you are still someone who is basically hired as an automation tester and right now doing manual testing, what are your different challenges, and I will be happy to discuss on these comments, right? So make sure you like this video and don't forget to like this video. This is really helpful to grow my channel, right? I will be bringing up these kind of important videos, right? Thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.